This is Sean's View Entertainment Books Monday Night Raw, the second hour, to check out what I did and what I planned and what I strategized for the first hour of Monday Night Raw. Please click the video before this one. It is very important, crucial to check out the video before this one because the first hour, the second hour, and the third hour will all go together. They will all coincide with one another. So you don't get lost and you don't be like, well, what the heck happened here? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Go check out the video before this one. Click the link in the upper right-hand corner of this video. And I will also book the third hour of Raw as long as these videos get enough views, comments. It's shared on Twitter and Facebook. And we're going to switch things up. I'm going to spice up the creative team. The WWE, planning and strategizing, it's been kind of bland. It's been kind of off. I'm going to try to, give you my theory and how I would run the WWE Raw if I were on the creative team. So once again, viewers and subscribers, so you don't get lost and you know what's going on, please click the video before this one. So we kick off the 9 p.m. hour, and once again, I will give you the third hour of Raw, and I will do this every week as long as you subscribe, follow, view, and comment. And I want your comments below. I want you to tell me what you thought about my strategy and my planning. Do you think that my booking will be better than Raw's booking? And then when Raw is all set and done tomorrow night on Raw, I want you to come back to my show, come back to my channel, and tell me if you thought that my experience with, planning and strategizing is what you wanted to see. Would you rather see my version of Raw or WWE's version of Raw? Once again, this doesn't mean this is what's going to happen. This is just what I would do if I were in charge of the show. So right at the 9 p.m. hour, Cesaro and Sheamus have strong words for one another in the parking lot because of what happened earlier in the night. See how I always follow up. See how there's always, a reason for why I'm doing things here on Monday Night Raw. So Cesaro and Sheamus have strong words, and they're about to go at it. I mean, all hell's about to break loose. They're about to beat the holy hell out of one another. But who breaks it up? Who gets in between this scuffle? The New Day. Big E is trying to calm down Sheamus. Cesaro trying to be calmed down by Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. The tag team champions are trying to restore some resemblance of order here, but then all hell breaks loose, and Cesaro and Sheamus are now in a fight, a scuffle, a battle, a war with the New Day in the parking lot. Big E gets thrown through the windshield of a car. Kofi Kingston gets thrown onto the hood of a car. I mean, Cesaro and Sheamus, although they're not on the same page, although they won't be sending Christmas cards to one another, they were able to be on the same page at the same time as they went, after the New Day. So I guess, Cesaro and Sheamus didn't appreciate the New Day trying to break them apart. So after this is all said and done, finally, security breaks them up, and Cesaro and Sheamus go their separate ways. And they said, I'll see you at Hell in a Cell. So you're going to wonder now, will Cesaro and Sheamus go into Hell in a Cell with a different mindset and a different formation? Can Cesaro and Sheamus get together long enough to hold back the challenge of the New Day as they did in the parking lot? Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is still the 9 p.m. hour. I still account for commercial breaks and all that. It is the contract signing in Hell. For the first time ever, Sasha Banks and Charlotte will meet in a contract signing inside the confines of Hell in a Cell. So Sasha Banks and Charlotte have a great back and forth exchange, but it gets very personal, okay? So once the contract is signed, Charlotte and Sasha Banks both get up, and now they're face to face. Charlotte backs up a little bit and then kicks the kneecap of Sasha Banks. Sasha then hits the mat, gets back up quickly, but then Charlotte nails a boot to her face. Charlotte throws Sasha Banks outside the ring. Now, keep in mind, the Hell in a Cell structure is outside the ring. Okay, now, you got to wonder now, this is going to be very dangerous. This is going to be very volatile now, okay, viewers and subscribers. And please, when I'm saying this and when I'm doing this, try to picture this in your head to see if this is something you can see that would concoct. So Charlotte would then Irish whip Banks into the Hell in a Cell. So Charlotte is already utilizing the Hell in a Cell. Charlotte then picks Banks up and rams her leg into the cell wall. Then Charlotte would then put Banks' leg into one of the holes inside the structure. You know how they have the little hole, the circle holes, so you can climb up and down the cell? Wraps Sasha Banks around that and pulls and cranks while Sasha Banks is screaming in pain. Officials and referees finally break into the Hell in a Cell and pull Charlotte off of Sasha Banks. So Sasha Banks gains key momentum going into Hell in a Cell this Sunday. Remember, viewers and subscribers, I am trying to maximize Raw. I am trying to give you a reason to want to watch Monday Night Raw from 1 hour to the next. Up next, the 9:25 to around 9:40. Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. Now you're wondering, well, Sheamus, he was already on Raw. Yeah, well, he wasn't competing in a match. Remember, he showed up late. Once again, viewers and subscribers, to follow with the series and know what I'm saying and know what I'm doing so things make sense, you absolutely have to click the video before this one so you understand what's going on. This is all the same Raw, viewers. This is the same Raw. I'm just giving you it in 3 different parts. Like Raw, every hour is different, right? Well, sometimes, unless it's rematch after rematch after rematch. And I'm not just giving you matches. I'm giving you stories. I'm giving you promos. I'm just trying to switch things up here. I'm trying to, up the ante. And I hope these videos get enough likes, comments, views, and because I put a lot of time, I put a lot of effort into these videos. I put a lot of thinking. I don't just throw this together at the last minute and say, well, here's your Raw. Here's me booking Raw, viewers. That's not what I do. So, anyways. Roman Reigns versus Sheamus, since Sheamus was not in action tonight, although he did have a backstage brawl, but they got the better of it, so that's why Sheamus is in this match. Rusev would be at ringside for this match. Now, remember what happened on Raw last week, on the actual Raw. Rusev destroyed Roman Reigns. Now, Roman Reigns has things going his way. Now, we all know the announcer's position is no longer at ringside on Raw. They are near the stage. So, as Roman Reigns is building up momentum and Roman Reigns is looking like he's going to hit the spear, Rusev comes off the commentary table, runs down the ramp, runs to the ring, and he holds Roman Reigns' leg. Roman Reigns is unable to do the spear. Roman Reigns can't go anywhere. And as this is happening, Lana is also distracting the referee. So this allows Sheamus to hit the bro kick. So this match, usually the matches on Raw or pay-per-view end in a disqualification or count-out. That will happen when I book Raw on occasion, but not as much as when Raw does it, okay? Not as much. If I'm looking at things, if I'm booking things, that's not how everything's going to end. So as Roman Reigns is going to go for a spear, the referee's distracted. Rusev holds the leg of Reigns, and this allows Sheamus to hit a bro kick. And from there, Sheamus puts his feet on the rope for extra leverage. 1, 2, 3. Because we gotta, you gotta make Roman Reigns look strong, You can't just have him lose after a bro kick. There's gotta be leverage. There's gotta be an advantage. So then after the match, and here's where the story picks up with Rusev and Roman Reigns. After the match, Rusev goes outside the ring again, brings a table into the ring, sets the table up in the corner where the turnbuckles are. Now, this is taking a few minutes, so as Rusev is doing this, Roman Reigns is having a little bit time to get back and get healthy and, get back on his feet. So as soon as Rusev sets up the table, he turns around and Roman Reigns hits a hellacious spear to Rusev through the table. So Roman Reigns gets a measure of revenge on Rusev going into side Hell in the Cell. But it doesn't end there, viewers. No. Monday Night Raw, they would have stopped it there. No, I go one further. I up the ante here. I escalate the problem. Lana comes into the ring. She's not happy. She's not appreciative of what Roman Reigns just did to Rusev by spearing him through the table days before Hell in the Cell. No. Lana then gets in the face of Reigns, is about to smack Roman Reigns in the face, but when she goes to smack Roman Reigns holds her hand and kisses Lana, and Lana was irate. Lana was going insane, and Roman Reigns leaves the ring with a smirk on his face. So not only did Roman Reigns lose the match, but he won the war because it was Roman Reigns who stuck it to Rusev and Lana after his loss. So in the thick of things, Roman Reigns losing, it really didn't do a whole hell of a lot. But what would happen after Roman Reigns and Rusev and this all clears out, Sheamus, ladies and gentlemen, is in the ring. Cesaro comes out from the crowd, because remember what happened earlier in the night. I always follow up. I always escalate situations. Cesaro comes out through the crowd and takes out Sheamus and does the Cesaro swing. He doesn't really hurt him. He doesn't really, injure him. He just kind of, embarrassing Sheamus by putting Cesaro putting Sheamus in the Cesaro swing. So Cesaro's showing Sheamus that you don't arrive late for matches and you don't screw me over. So then, ladies and gentlemen, from around 9, and all that happened between the 9:40 and 9:50 hour. Then at 9:48 to around 9:52, Kevin Owens confronts Chris Jericho backstage. Now, remember, from around 9:48 to 9:52, now we're going to carry us in to the third hour of Monday Night Raw. What is going to happen between Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens? Remember what happened earlier in the night. Jericho nailed Owens with the Universal title accidentally, or was it a mistake? How is Kevin Owens going to react to Jericho backstage? Still to come, the triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens, the Cruiserweights, and much, much more. Sean Duent books Monday Night Raw. Click the video before this one. The third hour will come as long as this video gets enough views, comments, and is shared enough. And of course, if you can like it, that would be nice. More creative booking to come.